Okay, so let's continue. Now, who is responsible for those goals that you have set? Is it your family? Is it your team members? Who is responsible? Now, you've planned out that I want to achieve this and I want to achieve that by the end of this year. Or maybe you set out your 5 year goals. But who actually is responsible? Is it your team? You set out that you would like to achieve this amount of maybe profit or revenue. Who's responsible to check in on those teams? Who's responsible to ensure that they have the things needed to ensure that they can actually achieve those goals and within the time frame that you're asking? You are. Okay, you're responsible. You are responsible for everything that happens in your life. You're responsible for the relationships that you have. You're responsible for your learning. You're responsible for your bank account. And now I am saying this because it's your thinking. And Jim Rohn put it this way is that how do you change your philosophy? The philosophy of what you tell yourself. Some of us have this entitlement mentality that, I want to have a car by the end of this year. So my family from abroad maybe need to send that money, or my parents need to finance that for me. No, you're responsible. You're responsible for the relationships that you have and how they go. And I'll share this with you. When I got married, I thought that my husband is responsible for my happiness because I'm leaving my home with, my parents who provided everything for me. And so understand that you are responsible. When I actually got married and I thought it was my husband and I learned that it was me, I had to change me, right, for to achieve the results that I want. The things that I want to do and be in life, it was all on me. Who do I want to be? Okay? Who do you want to be? So stop blaming people. Stop holding other people responsible. You might look at your bank account right now and you might think that, you know what, it is my employer's responsibility to pay me more so that I can have more. That is a wrong mentality. Ask yourself, how have you added value in that company? And the more that you could add value, then yes, you have become more valuable. And yes, your company will want to pay you more because you're able to achieve more, you're able to do more. And more could be smarter more because we could work so hard and still not have, the things that we want to achieve in life. And so is it working harder? We say work smarter. For you to work smarter, you have to be proactive in your learnings. Some of us burn the midnight oil to ensure that we get to learn something more or, add more value, we would say to ourselves. Are you doing that? Or are you expecting that someone else will come and do it for you? And it is us when we look at it, how much have you put into you to make you who you are? Those results that you want, it's not lying in someone else's hands to make it happen. Some of us believes, your knight in shining armor will, swoop in and save the day or save you. Get out of that mentality and start thinking seriously. What do I need to do here today? How can I proactively set things in place so that I will achieve the results that I want? Your teachers are not responsible for your learning. It is you. Do you go back and actually go through those things? Do you look at other videos? Do you read other things? Do you, as a business owner, do you actually, hold yourself responsible for what is happening? Or do you blame your team members? Are you learning as a business owner what it needs to be more, How do you get a more employee engagement? How do you lead by example? How do you lead as a servant? So are you growing in those areas? So are you changing your philosophy? Your thinking has everything to do with what you're achieving today. What you think, you will go do it. So if you're to look today, this is present 2021, and you look back at last year or maybe 2 years down the line, what would you tell past you if you had an opportunity to go back in time? What would you tell past you to do so that today could have been different? Today could have been better. Today could have been something totally different. What would you tell the past you? What advice? Right? And now look at maybe next year or 5 years down the line, future you. What would future you tell present you? What would you tell yourself to stop thinking? What would you tell yourself to start thinking more of? What would future you advise present you to stop doing? What are the things that are eating up your time that is not going to take you into who you want to be in the future? What are the things you need to start doing now so that you can achieve the things that you wanted in the future? And these are thinking times. Sit and think seriously as to, am I on the right path here doing the things that will take me to the goals that I want to achieve down the line? Am I doing the things daily that will help me to get there? I want to be healthier. I want to be energetic. So I'll share this with you. My personal goal is that, if I live to 80, 90, I must be very energetic. I see so many people right now in those age that are regretting, they did not take care of their health. Again, who's responsible? Who's responsible to ensure that you do your exercises? Who's responsible to ensure that you actually prepare your meals and eat healthier things? And keep on top of that. Could you imagine if you're doing it every single day, what the results will be like at the end of the year? Who's responsible? You are. If you're not personally responsible for your actions, how would you get the results that you want? Stop wishing and hoping that your circumstances will just magically change, because it would not. It starts with you. It's you who need changing. And that might hit home hard to some of you that are listening here, that you might say, it's not me need changing, it's my spouse need changing, it's my kids need changing, it's my team needs changing, it's the government need changing, it's my neighbors need to move out, or maybe it's my family. Whoever it is that you're blaming and thinking that needs changing in your life, think again. Change that philosophy that you have right now that blames everybody for what's happening in your lives. Stop it. Go back and sit and reflect on, it is me. I have to do this. Am I creating the opportunities that I want to have in my life? Right? Are you adding value to you? So start thinking along this line and remember, everything that you set out to achieve, and hopefully you have set some goals to achieve, that you are 100% responsible for the results that you'll get. Stop complaining. Stop, sometimes things get hard and you're whining and whatever, complaining about everything. Stop complaining and embrace what is it you're going through, because the reward that you will get in the end. Stop doing things that are not taking you closer to your goals. Start examining what you're doing and what do you need to drop and what do you need to do more of. Maybe what do you need to start doing so that you can make those things possible that you want to achieve. Stop blaming people for the results you're getting. Whatever it is that you're seeing happening in your life right now, stop blaming anybody. If you're calling somebody name when you're speaking about that situation, know that you're blaming that person. Don't blame the weather. Don't blame, the traffic. Don't blame things that are around you that is happening. Blame no one. Start taking responsibility by you developing a plan of action of what you're going to do, what you're going to think, what you're going to start saying, whatever it is that you need to do today. Today to start achieving those goals. You are responsible. Share this video. I like it, and maybe let me know if you need help in understanding that you are responsible. Take care.